Hello, hello, hello there, beautiful souls. Welcome, Capricorn. So we're going to get straight into your reading. I am Harretta. Thank you for joining this channel, Peace Within 111 Tarot. And if you're new to the channel, I would greatly appreciate if you go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, share with a friend, all that good stuff. So we already have one card that came out. All right, Divine, what messages do we have for Capricorns in the month of March? What messages do we have? I love when they pop out because that's a definite message, but sometimes we have to go on in there and see what other messages are available. Just two here. All right, so the first one that flipped out is see only love. You need to look past the seeming errors, mistakes, misunderstandings, and see only the love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed ways. So if you've been having issues with love in all matters of your life, relationships, self-love, giving love to others, it's time to start the healing process for that heart chakra. Of course, being optimistic is definitely a positive, but also offering forgiveness to, oh yes, okay, I really felt that. Offering forgiveness to yourself and others will be beneficial. But when someone begins to upset you, give them love only, okay? So see only love, but we're going to get into what exactly is the meaning of the card. The angels gave you this card as a reminder to see yourself, others, and every situation through their eyes. When you focus on love, anything that's unloving falls away. It's like turning on a light to diminish the previous darkness. Call upon the angels whenever you need help to elevate your vision to a more loving vantage point. So your angels definitely want you to connect with them so that you can see nothing but love, okay? Additional meanings of this card: look past the personalities and egos of others and see the angel within them. Again, forgive and release any hurt, anger, or judgments to the angels. Affirm what you desire instead of what you fear. So definitely get into that frequency of love in the month of March. We're going to be entering that spring season, so it's time to go ahead and continue to shed all the things that are no longer serving you so that you can step into this new season and bring about new plans, new blessings. But first, you got to offer forgiveness and be optimistic and give love to receive love, okay? So the next card that came out is Daydream. Wow, Daydream. So you will more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas as if you were watching a movie. This is the seat of creativity. Did you know that you are definitely a manifester? That you can have anything that you put your mind to. But first, it starts with the vision as well as your thoughts. So be very intentional about what you want to bring into your life. Daydream. Just sit there and daydream. Of course, it's important to meditate. But daydream, visualize, dream big. Have a whole Hollywood production of what you want to happen in your life. So let's see what the message is related to this card. The angel sent you this card because they wish you to be open and receptive to new ideas. It's important for you to engage in daydreaming now as a way to receive inspiration and wonderful ideas. Don't try to make anything happen. Just follow the trail of your thoughts naturally as they flow into new ways of looking at things. Write your ideas in a special journal and ask your angels for guidance on which actions, steps to take to enact these dreams. Take action without delay where you're guided. So the angels are definitely going to guide you. It's just a matter of you being patient, being centered, and being grounded to receive those messages. And a lot of things are always revealed, not just with daydream, but your dreams. So I always remind my clients that, you know, if you are prone to have dreams on a routine basis, have a journal right next to your bedside and then write down those dreams, because later on they may reveal things. Don't try to go into the meaning. Just allow it to flow, write it down, and it will be revealed to you at the perfect divine time, okay? But additional meanings of this card: be open to new possibilities. Allow yourself to dream big, okay? Dream big. You can do this. Also, give yourself permission to relax and let go. Remember, we're letting go of a lot of things to plant those new seeds, all right? And try something new that you've always wanted to do. And one more meaning is brainstorm with yourself or others for new ideas. So allow that good stuff to come on through that brain of yours, Capricorn. Okay, we know we know you guys are very, very skilled about your career. Okay, Capricorn friends I have are very career oriented and focused, and they get things done. All right, we had a card flip out already. Go ahead and move this up here. But yeah, it's important for you to be positive and optimistic and see love in all things, no matter what. All love, no hate, and daydream about what you want to bring into your life. All right, this deck is messages from the guides. What messages do we have for the Capricorns? I have one flip out. Let's see anything else comes. I think that's it. All right. Let's see what we have here. And that flipped out. It's time for you to definitely live in your bliss. Live in your bliss. Be happy. Stay into that positive mind frame. This is your time to really live it up. See what this message is about. And again, we have that green. That green is related to that heart chakra. So when you are starting to express love and give love, receive love, see love in everything that you do, your heart will further open up, which will allow you to experience this bliss. All right, Capricorn, I'm loving this reading. So the emotion of happiness is like a beacon calling you to follow its light. When you hold this card in your hand, think of the saying, if it feels good, do it. So that means if it feels good in your heart, follow through. Get out of your mind and more into that heart of seeing love. The physical reactions that you have when you do something that makes you happy are the signposts from your guides pointing you in the right direction. Whether you are consciously aware of it or not, these are unique lessons to be learned by following your bliss. Think of sensations of fulfillment and satisfaction as pearls that are strewn before your soul's journey. They lead you to the right direction. Conversely, if something makes you fatigued or bored, that is also a sign that you have ventured onto a path that won't ultimately fulfill your soul's purpose. So that's why it's important for you to see only love, so you can get in tune with that heart. Because when your heart is open and expanded, you are able to see things beyond our eyes, because you are sensing things. You're getting in tune with yourself and your frequency. And with that, you'll be able to be fulfilled completely. Something else is coming in. Okay, I'm going to have to wait for it. Okay, all right. But back to the message related to this living your bliss. On earth, you will be compelled to various interests or desires. This is because you are coming closer to your soul's nature. Following your dreams is also about letting yourself express your joy. In doing so, you are in alignment with your personal truth. If this card appears often in your spread, it may be time to examine your priorities. Many lessons that you have incarnated to learn deal with knowing yourself well enough to take chances to follow through on what your soul is telling you, even though it may not seem rational or make sense. Now, that happens so very often that you are guided to do things and you don't understand why. Just do it. Follow your bliss, live in your bliss, and see only love and continue to daydream. But let's see what this other card is. See that right up under that, see only love. Remember I spoke about forgiveness, which will further open up that heart for you to receive love. But yeah, beyond forgiving others, sometimes we just have to forgive ourselves. We can be our own worst enemy sometimes. But forgive yourself for things of the past and the current moment, because it will help you shed so much heavy and dense energy and allow you to move forward. So forgive yourself. Let's see what the message is related to that. In school, you're not always going to give the right answers. In school, sometimes you will act out. In school, sometimes you don't focus on the lesson at hand. In school, sometimes you will be cruel. Have you ever looked back at your time in school and not been able to forgive yourself for these transgressions? Probably not. Well, you have chosen Earth as your schoolroom, and you should be you should be just as lenient. You are here to learn. Hello. And we learn a whole lot of lessons right now in this time frame. But yeah, you are here to learn. It's important to forgive yourself when you make errors. Living with the guilt of past deeds blocks the energy of the future. Each soul progresses in its own time. But when you don't allow yourself forgiveness, you are shutting off the heart and telling the universe you are not worthy to receive. So yeah, the main message with you guys is we need to work on that heart, okay? All right, Capricorns, start working on healing that heart. And one of my favorite crystals to use for the heart chakra is a rose quartz. It's a little pink crystal. You can find them just about any metaphysical store or online. If you having difficulty with forgiveness and seeing only love, I would strongly suggest getting a rose quartz crystal for further healing of that. But no, if you have caused pain to another, it is imperative to apologize to them in addition to forgiving yourself. The guides can't stress enough the importance of forgiveness, either to yourself or another. Again, seeing only love. Carrying the negative energy of guilt as well as the negative energy of resentment back to the spirit world causes unwanted karmic entanglements. Child, them entanglements, something else. We know all about it, right? But yeah, not clearing this energy while you are still in this physical dimension before you make your own transition to spirit is a huge source of regret for many souls. So it's time for you to act now and be the bigger person and forgive yourself as well as forgiving others, so we can further opening of that heart. All right. Now, last but not least, one of my favorite decks, Wisdom of the Oracle, because they are so detailed. So what last messages do we have? Oh, okay. For Capricorn. Any others? Nope, that was it. Okay. All right, let's see. Do you see the theme here? Well, first of all, we have the number 33. That's the master number. But chaos and conflict, what's been going on, Capricorn? It is time for you to resolve all this, okay? might have an area of conflict come arise, but know that it's important for you to see only love. When someone pisses you off, see only love. Daydream about what you want to happen within that relationship. Begin to live in your bliss by forgiving yourself and others, and that will dissolve this chaos and conflict. Hello, let's get with it. But let's see the detailed message related to this chaos and conflict. Number 33, master number, come through. So the essential meanings of this card is disarray, being at cross purposes with another, the tension of opposites, the value of chaos before order. So the oracle's message is opposing forces come together to create a turbulent atmosphere. But consider the value of chaos that serves you well as you become unmoored by it. You're not going to be fazed by this conflict because you are choosing to see only love, and you know about forgiveness, and you are choosing to live in your bliss. So when it comes, I'm just letting you know ahead of time. Some kind of conflict comes in March. See only love. And you will not be affected by it, okay? All right. So scattered to the winds, you leave behind parts of yourself you no longer need, and disperse seeds to reinvent yourself. Now, did I not start this reading off saying that with this card? Did I not talk about spring coming? Go ahead and hit that like button for me. Go ahead and subscribe so you can come back and get more of this. But yes, again, although the conflict appears to exist externally, its essence is also internal, projected outward, and causing disarray. You may find yourself at cross purposes with someone else facing a storm you feel you can control. Yet every storm passes and chaos leads to reordering of things. Conflict provides a way to see more than one side of a situation. Look upon this as just a moment in time when you may need to take shelter and step away from the fray. Just step on away. Okay? This is a time to understand rather than to be understood. And that's an issue for a lot of people. We do not always have to get our point across. If something happens, just let it be. You could just say, okay, we agree to disagree and move on. Do not exert your energy into stuff that's no longer serving you or wearing you out or allowing you to come down and not live in your bliss. Do not entertain it, okay? So related to relationships in this card, stubbornness is keeping you in a state of opposition. There's a need to be right. The need to be right will only serve to prolong the conflict that deep down you want to be resolved. So again, like I just said, don't feed into it. Keep it moving. All right. This is an opportune moment to learn about your values, your sense of self, and what's really important to you. Some things are non-negotiable. If that's true, it's not necessary to fight. Can you find a way through the stormy emotions to higher ground? I know you can do it. You can do it, Capricorn. You got this. You got this, okay? Soon the air will clear and you will be in a much better place than before. The storm will have passed, blazing a path for new growth in its wake. Things can become electric and enlightened, always better than before, if you use this time constructively. So you are going to choose, right? The month of March, you're going to choose to use this time wisely, to forgive, to see only love, to daydream about the stuff you want, live in your bliss, and avoid the chaos and conflict, not feed into it, right? Okay. So related to prosperity, circumstances appear to be chaotic, but everything that is happening now is in truth shaking things up so you can find the real path to your prosperity. Yes, it's a stormy time, and it feels as if there are opposing forces whenever you turn. But that's not your reality, okay? Remember to daydream. When those things happen, daydream just to shift that frequency. Be assured that there is a divine purpose in this chaos. Everything that that doesn't work is being taken from you, so the truest parts of yourself remain. Hello. The events occurring now are essential for your ultimate prosperity. This chaos is divinely inspired, even though it doesn't appear that way. In time, you will know this to be true. So be patient. Allow these things to unfold. You're getting a warning here. It's just about you. Soon it happened. Remember this video. I'm like, oh, yeah, Harretta did say that something was going to happen, but I'm going to choose to live in my bliss. So one more message related to this card, related to protection. This is an advantageous moment to restore order and recognize the opportunity for negotiation. Even in the seeming chaos, there is a kind of divine order to complete resorting of elements. This is powerful. If your intention is to find the best solution for the highest good of all, there is positive news. The timing is perfect. Things are already stirred up, so don't be afraid to jump into the mix. You'll discover everything you need to know about how this situation affects you long term. Be present in the eye of chaos. This moment is valuable, so do not waste it, okay? So this is just letting me know that the chaos and conflict that you may go through, it is just a lesson to learn. And then guess what? Once you learn that lesson, you will be rewarded. That 33 is related to the ascended masters, your angels, your guides. Everybody is here to help you. So this is a lesson. So the lesson is forgive yourself and others. Choose to live in your bliss. Go ahead and daydream about the things that you want to bring into your life and see only love. All right, Capricorns, I truly hope that you enjoyed this reading. I ask that you go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, comment, share with a friend, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time. Peace.